Good evening, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Marcel will be back with us tomorrow. Tonight, some veterans here in Acadiana say they've been snubbed by the Department of Veterans Affairs. The VA secretary is making a trip to Louisiana, but Acadiana is not on the itinerary. Now, there are a number of issues facing veterans in South Louisiana, namely bringing a new VA hospital to the area. It's a hospital veterans have been fighting for several years. As our Stephen Albritton reports tonight, the secretary's decision is not sitting well with some in Acadiana, but also some in Washington.
We've been pursuing this in excess of 2 years, and as of yet, we have not seen any positive reaction.
We have heard time after time after time about hospitals, clinics.
Broken promises. That's what these veterans in New Iberia say they've been dealing with for years. They say they've been promised a hospital in Acadiana many times, so they wouldn't have to travel to cities as far away as Houston, Shreveport, or Alexandria just to see a doctor.
We've been told that for the last 30 years, and they haven't. The clinic that's up in Lafayette is so far behind because there's too many of us that they can't take care of all of it.
U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs Secretary Eric Simsecki's decision not to visit only adds to the frustration.
Like when we came back from Vietnam, I don't know if you heard the stories, how we were treated when we came back from Vietnam. We're just being pushed aside and not telling us the true story about what's going on.
Congressman Charles Bustani weighed in, saying Shinsecki's department has made bureaucratic errors and has made promises for improvements to veteran health care, which he hasn't kept and should be held accountable.
It's wrong. It's not doing justice to our veterans, and we're going to stay on him until they address this.
We're getting his promises. And as the saying goes, promises only, you can spit in one hand and wish in the other and see which one gets full the quickest.
In New Iberia, Stephen Albritton, KATC TV3.
And we should mention we were unable to reach anyone in General Shinsecki's office for comment on that report.
Here's Rob's 24-hour forecast.